Season 5 of Stranger Things looks original on the surface, but under Vecna's mask, we can see that it's built on the bones, blood, and flesh of 7 classic horror films. Stranger Things is copying horror's best, and here's the blueprint. I'm Hal Hefner, and welcome to another episode of Nerd Horror University. I'm your personal professor of nerd horror, and today we're going to go down a nerdy little rabbit hole that's going to show you something that was literally sitting right before your eyes and you didn't even realize it. And that is the blueprint on which Stranger Things was built upon, because it has used 7 foundational pieces of horror to create the entire series. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at those 7 foundational pieces, because these are also going to reveal one bigger secret at the very end that you missed. I guarantee it. Because nobody's talking about this. So join me as we head down the Hawkins rabbit hole on this episode of Nerd Horror University, and be sure to stick around for the big reveal at the end. And please like and subscribe so we can bring you many more episodes of Nerd Horror University. Blueprint number 1, Stephen King's It. And the similarities are gigantic. Childhood trauma? Check. Town under supernatural threat? Check. A group of nerdy misfits? Check. The Losers Club equals the gang from Stranger Things. And obviously, Derry equals Hawkins. Small towns filled with big darkness. And both towns hide the horrors of the government and all sorts of weird things. For example, MK Ultra, societal decay, and cruelty disguised as normalcy. All hidden under the rug. And also, both Vecna and Pennywise are monsters that reflect the horrors of society that hide in the shadows of our world and the minds of those who encounter it, while it has one foot inside our realm and another that is inexplicably terrifying. Blueprint number 2, Firestarter. 11 is a carbon copy of Charlie from Firestarter, played by Drew Barrymore in the 1984 original film. Both are young girls with telekinetic powers, both born from shady experiments, and both hunted by the government. The girl on the run trope is central to both characters, echoing MK Ultra and Cold War era paranoia. Blueprint number 3 is Stephen King's The Mist. Quarantine, paranoia, and an unknown threat in the fog. Sound familiar? It should, because Season 5's Hawkins' military lockdown echoes The Mist's terror of being trapped. Additionally, Eldritch-style monsters, both large and small, invade the everyday world, disrupting reality and leading to way more questions than answers. The Mist and Stranger Things share these similar DNA strands. Blueprint number 4, Hellraiser. Vecna is a Cenobite. Just think about it. The influence is obviously there. He's grotesque. He is the embodiment of psychological pain and forbidden power, and also was once human. And the Demogorgon is also an interdimensional threat, just like the Cenobites were. Both films deal with the consequence of opening doors that shouldn't be opened. Blueprint number 5, Ridley Scott's Alien. Isolation horror, fear of space, and bodily invasion. Those all embody Stranger Things and the movie Alien. The horror isn't loud, it's stalking, silent, lurking, unknown, and unstoppable. The Upside Down creates dread through what you can't see or understand. Alien's DNA is all over Stranger Things, and inside of it, just waiting to burst out through your chest. Blueprint number 6, Silent Hill. Hawkins is a liminal space between reality and memory. shared trauma creates a physical world. The Upside Down is literally Silent Hill's spiritual sibling. Trauma made real and environments that reflect inner decay are both the benchmark ways in which Stranger Things and Silent Hill burrow deep inside of an emotional connection with you, the viewer. Blueprint number 7, the various works of H.P. Lovecraft. There are many parallels between H.P. Lovecraft's stories and Stranger Things. The Upside Down is a hostile, unknown dimension that is reminiscent of the abyss that drove many a person insane in the pages of Lovecraft's work. Then you look at the monsters invading Hawkins, like the Mind Flayer, which is reminiscent of the Nyarlathotep, and the Demogorgon, similar to Lovecraft's dimensional shamblers. And another trope that Lovecraft and Stranger Things both share is how they straddle the line between ancient, forbidden knowledge and a scientific experimentation used to pry open that void, to stare inside, arrogantly unaware that something will always be there to stare back at you. And just like Lovecraftian horror, these unknowable godlike forces defy comprehension, and that's what the Upside Down truly represents. The emotional connection that drives both Lovecraft's terror and Stranger Things is that it's not just about being hunted by monsters that reflect the worst of our world, it's about realizing that you never had control in the first place. But let's be real here, because Stranger Things doesn't borrow from Lovecraft, it is Lovecraft, just dressed in 80s neon. And this leads us to the big reveal, because all of these 7 blueprints lead us somewhere deeper. Stranger Things looks like Amblin nostalgia, sure, we'll give them that, but it's not. Stranger Things isn't copying those classics, it's honoring something older and darker. These aren't just references, this isn't just fan service, these are coordinates on a map. Hence the name Blueprints. And that map leads to one genre most viewers never saw coming, because Stranger Things is cosmic horror. It's not ghosts, it's not slashers, it's not sci-fi. It's existential dread. It's eldritch monsters and interdimensional terror. Stranger Things is cosmic horror because it's about the terror of realizing you're not the hero, you're not special, you're not even safe, you're existential dust. It's Lovecraft in an Eggo waffle box. In season 5, it's not about beating the monster, it's about understanding that the monster was never the enemy. Reality itself is the horror. This is Hal Hefner. Thanks for watching. If you saw the cosmic horror DNA in this breakdown, you're already one of us. So subscribe for more Nerd Horror University episodes, or die.